Good morning, guys. Good morning. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. We'll get started here in a minute or two. Good morning. Good. How's everybody doing? Everybody in the U.S. surviving the storms and cold? We'll get started in 60 seconds, guys. Letting guys populate in here. Morning, Morgan. Mic check over on YouTube. I fixed my mic. Let me know, guys. Instagram chat. How's my volume? YouTube chat. How's my volume doing? I made some changes and fixed it. I guess we had some volume issues. Went into the settings. Better with your earbuds on. Yeah, I increased the. Sounds good. Thank you, Instagram. Josh is still say it's low. That's weird. We cranked it up, but all right. I can crank it up more. All right, guys. Let's get into the morning report. Happy Wednesday, the 28th of January. FOMC day, guys. So today, 2 p.m., FOMC data drops on an interest rate cut. 99% chance that they're just going to be a hold. So we already believe, the fundamental experts believe that that hold is already priced in. But here's the secret. What the markets are holding its breath for is what he says starting at 2:30 during this speech. Is he hawkish? Is he dovish? The forward look. So that's when the markets are going to move. Right, not really at 2:30. They're probably going to move at about, or not at 2, probably at 2:30. He speaks usually till 3:30. And just watch the market, and then their trend develops afterwards. So, what I anticipate in my war room this morning is we're only going to be in there for a very short period of time because we might get some movement, and then it's just going to run flat waiting for 2 p.m. So I'm not going to sit there and watch it. All right. So, anyway, so let's talk about the S&P 500. ESMES open price 7,010, high day 7,443, low a day 7,009, resistance at high day in 7,085, support at low a day in 6,950. The bias is long above that white line at 7,022. So we have kind of a bias test here. And then the green box below is that 7,000 diamond for support. When you come to my war room, I have everything drawn out for you, and I have our indicators, making it super simple to follow my trades. Russell 2000, RTY, M2K, the small caps. We're winding down the January and the January effect. You can see how we've hit resistance at my red box here quite a bit. Look, guys, it's just failing at this 2,700 box. Remains to be seen if we're going to break it. We'll trade what we see, but open price 26.79, high a day 26.94, low a day 26.77, resistance at high a day, and then 27.15 on the other side of this box, and then that all-time high at 27.50. Support is low a day and 2600. Bias is right at 2684. So we got bias compression here. That's no surprise. I think they're all doing it right now. So if you have questions or tickers, you can throw them in the comment box down there. I'll look at them in here in just a second as I get through my report. Let's talk about NQ, the NASDAQ. Open price 2610. That is also low, or 26,610. That is also low a day. High day is 26,3049. So this red box below us is now green because we've cleared this key level around 26,000 and is now support. The bias you can see here is at 26,209. Resistance at high a day, and then 26,850, which is the diamond for 27,000. I see my video froze again because NVIDIA sucks. Don't worry, you can still hear me and see my charts. Get a beautiful side angle view of my face. All right. How do you like them ears, guys? Look at those ears. That's a guy who's been in significant combat. Fighting people and fighting the stock market is my specialty. All right. And call me Sean Wick for nothing. Gold. Hey, anybody notice anything about gold? Somebody shoved a rocket up its ass yesterday. All right. So, open price. Where are we at here? So for XAU levels, so this is going to be gold futures. You just add 5 points, so it's really close. Open price 52.20, high day 53.45, low a day 51.93, resistance at high a day in 53.85, support at low a day in 50.50, and the bias is long above 52.47. We're getting a bias test. You got bias test. You guys hear that? Bias test on everything. So I like the VWAP here for bias. Anytime it's compressed, I talk about that. In my war room, all right. So I don't anticipate New York Open being exciting, guys. I don't anticipate it being exciting though. The exciting trading happens later today. So let me say this about metals. Metals like rate cuts. Okay, we're not getting a rate cut today. I'm not saying metals can't move up, but they love rate cuts. It depends on what he says. If he is hawkish and talks about no more rate cuts, if he talks about rate increases, guys, metals are going to drop back down. So, it would drop into discount levels that you can buy. All right, silver, because you psychopaths want to know about silver. I don't trade it. I took it off my charts, but I got levels for it. I didn't put the lines in, but here's your levels. For XAU, it's par with futures. Right? So open price 112.43, high a day 116.04, low a day 110.75. Resistance at high a day in 117, which is the all-time high. Really 125 is going to be resistance. Support at low a day in 101. Guys, if you see 101, 99 to 101 again is your next buy zone. 99 to 101 is your next buy zone. That's going to be a 15% drop if we see it today. All right, so, and we're long above 112, so we're long right above that line right there. So that is silver. Go out and buy some physical silver. Good luck finding it. In all seriousness, nobody has it. All right, let's get into platinum. And if you have questions or tickers, throw them in the comment box. We'll get to it in just a second. Open price 26.49, high day 26 or 27.10, low day 26.05, resistance at high day in 27.85, support at low day in 25.25. So the bias is 26.55 and it's compressed. So right there is a bias. So this thing is just, if you look at this on the hourly, it's just running straight sideways through bias. Look at that. I like further discounts in platinum and palladium. Almost hit my discount levels to buy for my swing trades. Pretty damn accurate on these swing trades. So, but right now, technically, that's the short. That's the long. When you're playing compression like this, you use the VWAP as your bias, right? So you trade either side of the VWAP. I teach this in my war room. I teach this in my courses. Guys, the 9-1 oscillators are 9 and 12. They're exactly neutral. VIX is at 16, which is medium buying. Tesla's at 434. Listen, Tesla reports after hours. You have some of the big juggernauts reporting this week. So the after hours reporting is going to move the markets. Google's at 336, support at 300. I like that zone for a buy. BBAI, guys, is at 614. It's leaving the buy zone again. QBTS is 2483, not a buy until like 20 to 22. Bitcoin's 90.12, Ethereum's 3035. If you want to learn this, guys, I offer a money-back guarantee on my course. I have a free Discord. If I don't get to your questions, you can go to my free Discord, tag me, and I'll answer your questions. But the real savages join my VIP and trade with me in my war room. All right, it's your turn, folks. It is your turn. Let's look at YouTube. Going to check you out, guys. See what questions you have over on YouTube, and we'll jump over to Instagram. Your kid likes ABBA. That's hilarious. Morgan, I bet you a lot of people on here don't even know who ABBA is. All right, No tickers there. Let me look at Instagram, see what questions you guys have. Welcome. Your consistency will pay. You guys just keep showing up. If you get in my war room, that really pays. Thanks for the mic checks, guys. I've increased the decibels on my mic. I might have to do it again if YouTube folks keep saying it's quiet. Morgan, a CD. What is a CD? Does anybody know what a CD is? Okay, we talked about silver. Buy 99 to 101 when we see it. That's silver. Yes, Ebby. I've thrown hands my whole life. I'm not afraid of combat. That's for sure. CME margin hikes have any effect? No. So what happens is the CME, you can fall down this rabbit hole in the CME what they're trying to do is the CME's printed so much paper that that's why they're increasing margin. They'll tell you it's due to volatility, but they want the people to sell. They want people out of their positions to sell. They're trying to artificially deflate the price because they have fucked themselves by printing 365 times more paper than what is available. Yep. My contention is if this implodes, you can kiss the CME goodbye and futures trading. Bye-bye. Right? Aklo, there's a ticker. Must be a driving markets, folks. Nothing's changed. You've seen my weekly updates. What did I say? As long as it's in this range, we like this buy off this green box. It came close. So look at the green box, the median price here, and I like, we can expand this green box because I want to include that price to get a little more accurate. But let me give you a price here. So as we 70. There you go. 70 to 77. We almost got there. So keep an eye on that right there. You just got to be patient. We've been waiting, but it's okay to wait a little bit longer. That's Aklo for you. Buy gold, walk away, come back in a couple days. Yep. Well, when something's bullish, everybody's an expert. It's funny if you watch social media, how many people are claiming, "Oh yeah, just buy this," and then it runs. Yeah. The true savages, guys, exist in bear markets. Everybody, every influencer on the fucking internet right now is an expert. Right? You can basically just throw a dart at a stock, at a commodity, and be correct right now. But when this shit turns, all those idiots go away because they don't know how to trade in a bearish market. We excelled in 2022, our last bear market. Sean, a sell-off at 5,200 happening. So I know you're talking about gold. Do you mean 5,300? Because we already passed 50. No. Let me zoom in. I think the next mean reversion, strong mean reversion level is going to be at 5,000 is a buy zone in gold, guys. If we get a dip down there, because that'll be it's a 5% retracement. 10% in gold takes us to 47.50. So keep an eye on those levels if we sell down. Sell off to 5,200. Maybe. I just don't like selling gold right now. Rather buy. So what you like on a sell if you're a long buyer, you like sells if you're a long buyer. All right, Navdeep, glad to have you. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. Don't sell gold in this market. All right, guys, let me jump back over to YouTube, see if there's any questions. You can look at Can I look at RR Rich? Is that Rich Tech Robotics? Isn't that what RR is? Yeah, let's look at it for Dave. Woo, look at that. Are you happy to see me? That's a buy signal. So what they have here? They had earnings report that came in. Double beat. I don't know what forward guidance was, but it's probably positive. And then you've got a catalyst here today. Check what it announces. Oh, wow. So if you don't understand this catalyst, guys, 3.87 million private placement, and they're doing it at market prices. That's very bullish. But it will settle down. Okay. So that means that someone has placed $387 million basically at the door. Like they didn't negotiate price, which is strange to me because a lot of times when you come in with that much money to invest in a private placement, you can negotiate price. But they did at market pricing because they're that bullish on it. They're willing to just pay what today's prices are. Normally, you'd see somebody come in and say, "I'll invest $40 million, but I wanted it at 350." Nope, they're doing at market pricing. So let's talk about this candle. This is extremely high volume. This is the all-time high anchored VWAP. If we close on the daily above this, okay, that is the first closed filter of that anchored VWAP. The second, and for me, that's an aggressive buy signal. The book means the next candle by the book, the next candle has to open and close above it. So what I would look for here, Dave, is you can see how it ran up to, and I'll zoom into the hourly, right? You can see how, look at that. Matrix, I don't know if you can see that green dot. Matrix called this run, which is my proprietary indicator. So I like buying a retest right there. So I would say, and you got to be stubborn, right? 425 to 450, 60. Keep an eye on that. That's a very strong signal, but it has to hold. It's developing. It hasn't confirmed. All right, let's see. Lost my verse when trade XAG, Elias is, man, you really can't swing it. XPT, I like the swing. I always swing it. That and Palladium. Elias, it needs to discount more. And and then XAU needs to discount more too. So when you guys swing trades, you have to watch daily closes. You should never really be closer than the hourly candle. People screw that up and watch the short time frames and get freaked out. So of course, when I look to enter platinum and palladium for swings, I'll let you know. I don't really swing gold right now. The margin requirements for me are too high. Locks up too much of my account. So, all right, guys, I got to bounce. So I'll be back tomorrow. Got to head to my trading war room and trade with my savages. Thanks for joining in. See you tomorrow.